Hello and welcome to another video. So in this one we're going to be looking at race 2 from round 4 of the Sportscar Worldwide Porsche Cup. I posted race 1 yesterday, so that'll be linked in the description if you want to check that one out. So this is a reverse grid race. So we're starting down near the back here, so we'll have to make our way through the field. We just get traction control on in time there. It looks like Kieran up ahead got a bad start, so we're going to move across to the inside here behind Mark and try and just be sensible through turn 1. Don't want to get caught up in anything early on. As you see, they're going 3-4 wide in front, so bit of carnage already, but it looks like everyone's getting through it cleanly though. Everyone just piling up a little bit there as we come into the braking zone, but looks like no incidents at all. But we've got Mark on our inside here, which is not what we want, so we're just going to let off and let him go and tuck him behind. That gives Alex the run, so he's now alongside us as well. But we've got the inside line, but we don't get the greatest exit, so that lets Alex through. Let's just have a look at the start now then. Yeah, it looks like Kieran got a really poor start, maybe Aaron with a poor start as well. It looks like Ian got an unbelievable jump off the start there by the looks of it. Took a couple of places and got to the inside there. A little bit of argy-bargy in the back there by the looks of it. But it looks like everyone got through pretty cleanly. Jeez, we're 3-4 wide. Yeah, so very good driving from everybody there, that no one got caught up in anything there, going 3 or 4 wide. So we'll jump back on board now. And you see we're down in 13th, so still got a long way to go to get through the field here. Mark, who finished 3rd in the last race, is only just up ahead. But it looks like Adam has started to pull away, who finished 1st in the last race, so he's getting through the traffic a bit better than me and Mark here. We're going to look for the run here, but no, we have to tuck back in behind Sean. And we're just going to stay behind him for now. But as he goes to the outside, we're going to take the inside line into this hairpin. You see, he just turns in on me a little bit there. I think he just had a wiggle, didn't mean to. So, no hard feelings in that one. Luckily, we both stay on and nothing happens. It looks like Mark's off ahead, maybe got barged out a little bit there maybe. So that allows us to catch back up. But it looks like someone might have gone wide there. Who's that? That's Adam, so he made up ground and he's now back with me and Mark. So something happened there with Adam. So we'll just go back and have a look at that now. As you see, just coming around this double left-hander, it just looks like he gets a bump from behind there, but he keeps it out the wall. And then what happens at this corner here, looks like he might have got another bump which sends him into Andy, and then again he just keeps himself out the wall. So this is Matt behind him. Let's have a look on board with Matt. Yeah, just accelerates into him. I don't think he expected to have such a good run on him. Should have let off really there, Matt, and then hits him a second time and gets free. Little bit naughty there from Matt in my opinion. He's getting 3 positions by sort of pushing his way through. Don't think he did it on purpose, but with that many cars around, you need to be braking earlier really. So that's good for me and Mark. Stops Adam from running away, keeps Adam in the fight with me and Mark. So obviously we're the 3 from the front in the last race that are looking to make our way through the field. As we go for a little look on the inside of Adam there, never really meant to, was just trying to make sure I didn't hit him behind, so I had to go to the inside. Again, looks like they're going 2, maybe 3 wide up ahead as well. We get round the outside of Mark there, but nowhere to go with it really. But we're on the inside here, and as Adam goes past Aaron, then Mark sort of gets boxed in, which gives us the run past him there. Is Aaron going to go for the move? He is. And he gets it done cleanly. Can Adam hold it round the outside? No, it looks like Adam might have just clipped the wall there, trying to hold it round the outside. But he is now on my inside for this right-hander, so we ease off and let him go. And he's... Ooh, looks like he might have squeezed Aaron into the wall there. A little bit naughty from Adam. So I don't think it was deliberate. I think he was trying to leave him room, but didn't quite leave him a car width by the looks of it. So not behind Ian. Ian brakes early, so unfortunately we go into the back of him, but luckily it doesn't affect him, so we're able to keep going here. But again, real battle for these first 2 laps already, so we're going to see if we can get the run on Ian here. So we clearly get a much better exit, but he's got the inside line, so we go to the outside, which is not the best place to be, so we brake early, let him go, try and get the switch back. But we do get a good run out the corner. We're now in slipstream. Can we get the run down into turn 1? Looks like we're going to pull alongside, so hopefully we can get the move done here. And yeah, we keep it to the inside, make sure he can't cut us back and get the speed out. So now we just need to get back on the back of these guys in front again, which should be fairly quickly with them being 3 or 4 wide up ahead here. So it looks like someone gets pushed out wide there, Mike, by the looks of it. And luckily he doesn't take us out, but we'll have a look at that. So here's Andy, just brakes a little bit late and just pushes Mike wide. I think that's just an accident, just brakes late. But then Adam comes through, so let's see what happened from on board with Adam here. He goes for the switch back, hits Andy. Oh, and then again, not looking good for that one. Adam looks like Adam just pushes him out onto the grass. Yeah, just gives him no room at all when he's on the outside, and then he loses it on the grass. Luckily I get through. Unfortunately Ian gets caught up a little bit as Mike spins in front of him. So again, a little bit naughty from Adam there in my opinion, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So you see we got a bit of a tap from Andy there, but said I think that was just because it's awkward through that corner. So let's have a look. Yeah, I've got the inside line, he gives me plenty of space, but he carries too much speed on that outside line and then sort of rebounds off the curb trying to keep it out the wall into me, so nothing in that. But as you see, he then sort of gets tagged and he loses out massively with that mistake, so no complaints with that one there. But again, luckily we survived those moments now, and we've got a bit of a gap up ahead we need to close down, but looks like we're going to close it quick as Adam might have hit the wall again there by the looks of it, or maybe got squeezed. I didn't quite see what happened there. You can see the room's starting to lag a little bit now. It did have a few little lag spikes in this second race a few times, so maybe some of the moves people have done could be excused to that a little bit. Let's see, as Adam's going for the move on Kevin. Kevin tries to outbrake him, so he's stuck on the outside line, which allows us to cut him back and follow Adam through there. So nice easy move, because Kevin's not always the easiest to get past, so it's nice to get a nice easy move on him this week. Ooh, as Adam nearly loses the back end there. So it looks like me and Adam are making our way through, but maybe Mark's got stuck in the traffic a little bit. But there we just follow Adam into the wall there, concentrating on his line rather than our own. And again, just going to be looking to close up with this. It looks like first has maybe got a bit of a gap, but then second, third, fourth are all right behind each other, so me and Adam will be looking to close up to these three now, as James goes wide there by the looks of it, and Adam just about avoids him. So great driving from Adam there to not make any contact with James. I mean, I struggled to avoid him, so Adam's reactions were lightning there not to run into the back of him. that's us up into 5th now, so we'll see if we can catch these front 3. Use Adam to pull us along and try and help us past. But it does look like maybe we're starting to all just filter out into a bit of a line now, so the moves will be one at a time, none of this group battling, but we'll see what happens as the race goes on. See, it does look like Adam's maybe catching more than we are now. We're not quite managing to be pulled along as nicely as I would like. And obviously in this we've not been able to look after the tyres as much as we did in the first race, because obviously there's been a lot more battling going on. So it's much harder to look after your tyres when you're battling with everyone. And now we've lost the slipstream to Adam now, so we're going to have to take a bit of time here to catch up to these guys in front, or hope I can catch them as they battle a little bit. Just now settle down and do our laps if we can, so we'll skip ahead to the start of lap 6 here. As you see, they're starting to battle now, so we're catching them up. Alex gets stuck on the outside with nowhere to go, and that gets us back in the slipstream. But it looks like now we've caught him up. Adam's already got up into 2nd, so if we want to challenge Adam for 1st, we need to be getting past Matt and Alex as quick as possible to stay with Adam. But it looks like this whole group's closing up to Chris at the front, so we could have a 5-way battle for the lead at the moment. We're looking for a good exit here. You see a little lag spike again there, just make it awkward to know where to go. And it looks like Adam's making a move for 1st place there, and he's into 1st. So if we don't get past these guys soon, then I imagine Adam will run away with this one, because like I said in the last race, he is probably the fastest guy. See, we just have to back out a little bit there, nowhere to go with that as Alex overtakes Matt. So we need to see what we can do here, see if we can find a gap. As you see already, Adam's starting to pull a gap on 2nd place, so as Matt makes a mistake there, can we get the run on him? No, we have to back off early, there's nowhere to go with that really. So look for the good exit, which we do get a really good exit, but they're in a slipstream train, so we go to the inside and we're going to try and tuck in, see if we can get a bit of Alex's slipstream. But we can't, so we have to file back in line. And again, just back off early. Go for the good exit again. But we don't quite get it this time, so we're going to have to stay in this train here. And as I say, it looks like Adam might have broke slipstream at the front now, so his race to lose now by the looks of it. As I'm going to be hoping to get past these 3 up into 2nd if I can. But lap 7, so I was planning to pit on lap 7 again, so should be coming into the pits at the end of this lap, but we'll see who else does. And again, just looking to try and get the run somewhere to where we can maybe get past. And as Matt goes for the move on Alex, he goes to the outside, so we're going to take Alex's line and just bump him through so that we can have the inside on Matt into this left-hander, which we do get. Matt has to go wide, so we've got the inside line, and then he just taps me and I get sent into the wall there. Don't quite know what happened there, so we'll just look at what happened, see. So I'll just take the inside line there, help Alex through. Matt goes wide with being on the outside. We get through and he just sort of turns into me, so presuming he lost the back end, but let's have a look. We're just on board with Matt here. So he tries to outbrake, but on the outside line he's always going to struggle there. And yeah, just as he gets the power down, the back end kicks out, which just sends him into me and sends me into the wall. So a bit unfortunate for me, that one, but sometimes this happens. But that's dropped us out of slipstream again, so we'll just skip ahead to the end of lap 7 where we've caught back up, and we're going to go into the pits. But let's see who else goes in. Chris stays out, but Alex and Matt both come in, so we're coming in with them. So hopefully we'll get the undercut on Chris here, but we've still got to get past Matt and Alex. And as I said, looks like Adam's probably going to run away with this one now, unfortunately, because he's got quite a gap. As someone comes past us as we come out the pitch, James, and Matt goes wide and sort of blocks him, but I think that's just missed his braking point on the way out the pitch. So that gets us up a place, so we're up behind Alex now. So can we get past Alex and then use these fresh tyres to try and run away from these guys? But obviously we've still got to watch out for Matt behind us, because he's going to be looking for the pass as well. Take a much wider line than Alex into there, and we've gained on him there. Can we get the run out? No, we just sort of have to delay getting on the power because we were a bit too close to him there. And then again, going to play it sensible here. We've got a long straight coming up. So you see, we're just going to back off and stay behind Alex here, not go for the move. Let him take the racing line so we can take the racing line. And then I feel I was quite good at this right-hander here, so this is where we're going to be looking to just get a smooth run through and just accelerate out. So now we're in slipstream. We should have the move, but you see lagged forward there, which is a little bit annoying, but we are still going to get the move on him before this right kink. So we've got the inside line now going into this hairpin, so hopefully we can get the move done. But sends us wide on the exit, and Alex gets the switch back, but we've got the inside for this double left, but he has now got the inside for the right, so we have to just back out of it, play it sensible, and see if we can get the run on him again down the main straight here. As you see here, we back out again, look for the good exit, and we've got a fairly decent exit, not the best, but not too bad. So are we going to be close enough to go for the move into turn one? Doesn't look like we will be. No, we have to back off. So again, we're just going to bide our time, look for a good passing opportunity. As I said, hopefully when I pass Alex I can run away. That's the aim, that's what I was thinking here, is bide my time passing him, try and pass him and see if I can run away, and the two behind will fight hopefully. But that's easier said than done. Got to try and get past him first. So Matt's closed right back up behind us again now. So again, looking for a decent run, but unless we've got a clear overtake, I'm not going to go for it into this left-hander because we've got the long straight coming up again, so no need to rush anything. So as you see, we just back off early there. Let him take the racing line, we take the racing line. We get a much better exit than he does. So we're right up on his bumper now, so if we can get a good exit out this right-hander. Might have been a little bit of contact there, but I think that slowed both of us down. And I'm not quite sure, I think that might have been lag related because he did bounce forward, but it didn't look like I actually hit him. So if I did, sorry about that, Alex. So as you see here, we're going to get the run again. He is going to give us the inside, so this time we're going to try and block the cut back, break a little bit earlier so we don't run as wide, but luckily he doesn't get as good a run through the corner anyway, so that didn't matter. So we take that second position now. So this is where now we need to be looking at putting in a couple of good laps and running away with this if we can. We are going purple, but I presume Adam ahead is probably going even faster, to be honest, with being in clear air, so he's probably going to set a new fastest lap. Yeah, 2070, so we're not going to be going that quick, having been stuck in this traffic. See, 2079, so he is pulling away a fair bit at the moment, so hopefully we can start to pull away and get this second place. But we still got Alex right up behind us, and I think Matt's right behind him as well, so still got the battle on here. And again, just not able to protect the tyres too much either at the moment because of this battling. So we're going to stick to the inside till a bit later, make sure he doesn't come down our inside here, and then take our usual wide line into this corner. Just let the car roll through and balance it, and try and get a decent exit. We've got Alex, quite a gap to Alex, so we should be fine going into this left-hander now. Should be able to take it nice and easy. You see Alex just goes for the last move. I don't quite know what happened there, because he definitely looked way too far back to go for a move, but let's see what happens here. I think he just outbrakes himself, and he goes to the inside in an attempt to not hit me, so I think that's just a mistake, but annoying that, because I just started to pull away, and now the gap's to a 1/10.5 again now, so unfortunately we got Matt right behind us now because of that move. So a little bit annoying, but clearly just a mistake there, so I don't mind about that one. So we're going to protect the inside here, which we do. And again, hopefully going to stop any attempt at a switch back on me, which we do manage to do. But you see all three cars on the radar now, so we're in close proximity to each other. And then Matt there just sticks his nose up by the looks of it on the radar there. Don't really see that you're ever going to get a move done there, so a little bit unnecessary. And then we get a bump from behind, and then we get a second bump into the wall. So wasn't too happy with that at the time from Matt, bit of a push to pass, but let's look at what happened. We get a little bump from him there, and then the second one. The first one, okay, maybe he made a mistake, but the second one's a bit out of order in my opinion. Let's just have a look. Yeah, he just loses it under braking. Got no problem with the first one, but then he just basically runs me into the wall, which not on really in my opinion, and that was my opportunity to try and run away, and instead he's got the move on me by pushing to past, and that's the second time in this race that Matt's put someone into that wall, so I think he needs to be more careful under braking there, but it is what it is. We race on. Said I don't think it's deliberate or anything, I think it's just a mistake, but obviously it's still annoying because that's give Alex the run on me, so we're back down to 4th now, when we were in a position to maybe try and run away with 2nd place, and now we're back down to 4th, still in this fight. So said a little bit annoying, but we'll race on and see what we can do. But as you look at the delta on the left hand side, looks like Chris is catching us, and he's got Mark right behind him as well, so looks like they're working together to close this gap. So we need to get past these two as quick as we can now before they join the party, and we've ended up with a 5-way battle for 2nd place. But again, we're back to the same as before, not really anywhere to go, got to bide our time, but only 2.5 laps left now, 6 minutes, so not a huge number of chances left, so we can only afford to bide our time so much. But again, we get the run here, but we got nowhere to go with it. Bit too good a run, and we tap Alex there. So again, we're just going to filter in behind. Hopefully Alex gets back in the slipstream of Matt, which it looks like he might have done now. And as I said, hopefully we can get a move done on both of them and run away with 2nd place and leave this fight behind, as they both go into the wall. But unfortunately we've got nowhere to go with our run there, so we end up tapping Alex as he comes off the wall. So that's unfortunate, because that could have been our chance to get both of them there. So here we're going to tuck back in behind Alex, and you see just a lag spike, he drops back, but look at the boost he gets from that, all the way past Matt with that. So that lag spike massively helped Alex there. I was not expecting that at all, but it closes the 3 of us right back up, so that's good for me, gives me a chance to try and put a move on both of them here. Ooh, Alex nearly went wide there, just keeps it on. But as you look behind, the 2 behind are catching. They've nearly got that gap down to a 2nd now as we fight. So as we keep this fighting up, they're going to end up joining in the battle if we're not careful. But let's see what we can do here. Yeah, down to below a second behind us now, so they're definitely catching up. Again, we've not really got anywhere to go, so we just back off early, try and get a good corner, but we run wide. But so does Matt ahead, but that gets us onto the inside of Matt here. Well, that slows us down through the corner, unfortunately, because we're side by side, but he gets on the power too early by the looks of it and runs wide. But now Alex have got a second gap ahead, so now we're going to have to push to try and close back into him here. But we have got Matt for company right behind us, so we're going to have to go defensive. And it looks like Chris has joined the party now. So 3 into this corner. And if you look, Chris just holds it on my outside there, so I have to give him the space on the inside for these 2 corners. Just pushes me wide a little bit, but I'm still in there, so I've got to hold it in. He's not going to back out. I end up having to back out there, nowhere to go with that. So good move from Chris, but unfortunate. And he comes across, we're on the outside, and he just pushes us onto the grass. And then we end up making contact with the back of him there, because just sort of didn't have full control of the car, so I'm presuming he didn't see us at all there, because he just pushes right across and just pushes us onto that grass, which causes us to lose the back end of it. Matt goes into the wall on his own there and then gets squeezed a little bit. So we are up into 3rd, but look, that's allowed Alex to run away, and it's allowed Mark to come right in for the move on us. So we've got the inside, but Mark's got the run, so we're going to have to leave him space. Just about leave him enough, so we'll try to tuck back in behind there, but we were still alongside. And then Chris barges his way through the middle here. Dangerous move to go for. And again, we're going to try and go around the outside of Mark now. I know that Mark will give plenty of space, so I'm not worried about going around the outside. But we've got the inside here, and again, I know Mark's probably going to race sensible. He's probably not going to try and hold it, and you see he does, he backs off there. Unfortunately for him, drops him to 5th. But look at the time Alex has gained in that last lap. He's gained 2 and a bit seconds on us in that last lap with all the fighting, so he's managed to run away with 2nd place here. So great job from Alex there. It's a bit annoying, because I thought earlier on, without those couple of knocks, I could have done what Alex has done, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, and we've got to concentrate on this fight we're in now for this last lap and a half. As we've got Chris and Mark right up behind us. So we're going to go defensive early. Make sure they don't get a run through this right-hander, so we can keep the inside into the next corner. Chris is going to try and go all the way around the outside again, and he is managing it, so he's got a good move there, so we're going to have to give him space on the inside again, which we do a little bit of contact, but nothing much. But this time he's going to have to back out surely. Yeah, and it looks like he does. Nowhere to go for him that time, so we hold on to that position. So 1 more lap, so this is great, battling right to the end of this race. Been battling every lap. I think I had 1 lap on my own. Other than that, I think we've been fighting with someone for every other lap, so unbelievable racing in this one. So you're ultra defensive straight away. Chris goes to the outside, we pull out a little bit, give ourselves that inside line, get the run through the corner and get across in front of him before he can get the run on us. So he's got nowhere to go there, so again we need to sort of protect the inside, but doesn't look like he's going for the move, so we don't have to go off the racing line too much. And again, he's just got nowhere to go. We're going to stick right to the inside here, move out late to our outside line just to stop him sticking his nose in the inside. Take our normal racing line then through the corners, and then try and get a good exit here, which we do manage to do. Looks like Chris might have got a poor exit and he's got Mark right up behind him, but we're going to the inside anyway. And then it looks like we're clear, so he's not going to be close enough for the move, so we move back to the racing line. Break as late as we can, but a little bit too late. which is going to allow him to move. Is it? No, we'll lose the back end a bit and we just send him towards the wall, but luckily he manages to keep it out the wall and he's still in this fight, so sorry about that, Chris. So Mark's now come through. Chris is in his slipstream, Mark's in my slipstream, so not got long left now, only a few corners. So we're going to go defensive for the right kink again, so we can have the inside into this far corner. But we're looking behind us to see where they are. We're looking at the radar to see where they both are. And we just miss our braking point there because we're paying too much attention to where the other cars are. Because I didn't want to end up in an incident. And unfortunately we lose 5th place as well and down into 6th. So terrible error there by me, but it is what it is. Frustrating race, this second race, but great fun at the same time. Some unbelievable battling, but again could have been a second, ends up with a 6, but few things I can learn from, so I'll definitely take that. You know, it happens sometimes in racing, it doesn't always go your way, so you got to move on to the next one, but still great race, so I'll take that. Well done to Mark, because that's the first place in lobby 2 in this second race for Mark there, and a second place in the second lobby for Matt, so well done to Mark and Alex, and obviously well done to Adam in first place, but that's sort of expected by now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.